Pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
Hello, and welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast about issues pertaining to the greater Swine High community. Howard Levis is a dead man.
He's dead.
Howard Levis is dead.
I mean,
it's hard.
I've seen death. I've been affected by death. But this one feels the same or less painful than the other ones I've gone through.
It definitely makes you feel a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, that was sort of your friend. That was sort of someone, your compadre.
After the death, I realized how close we weren't.
Yes.
Really?
You know?
You think about your intimacy with the person and realize it wasn't what I thought it maybe could have been.
I was sad.
You were sad.
I was sad.
Yeah, I mean,
the man died a virgin. Mm-hmm. He had a heart attack because he was going to have sex for the first time.
Yeah, and that was in the eulogy.
I think that's the thing is I agree with you. I'm not sad for me. I'm sad for what his life never became.
Right.
I'm depressed.
Yeah, I mean, we're all depressed here. I mean, I can't believe it took so long. We've had some crazy things happen to us.
It's been a year.
We flew too close to the sun on wings of, what's his name? Eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
The wings, yeah.
Ukulele, the old Greek god?
Yeah, the Greek god. Ukulele flew too close to the sun and his strings melted. And that's what I feel like. But
shit.
Well, our condolences go out to the...
Who would they go out to?
The Levis family.
The Levis family.
Our condolences go out to anyone that was affected by Howard over the years, his Anthony's Wiener scandal when he ran for mayor.
Yeah, a lot of people were affected by that. I can't believe it.
The good news is he would have wanted us to not think about him too much, and he would have wanted us to be happy and celebrate him.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I can't get the image out of my head of him dying. It looked like he was. Can I tell you what it looked like? I was once a kid and had a bunny rabbit that got under the fence of my neighbor's house.
Oh, no.
And had a heart attack when it was attacked by two dogs.
Oh, my God.
I saw Howard freak out in the same way as my little bunny rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
He reacted with the same fight or flight reaction as a terrified rabbit that was scared for his life.
That's right.
And all that was going to happen was he was going to have sex for the first time.
He was going to get laid.
I mean, I can't. I feel like I'm blaming myself a little bit for this.
Why?
Do not. This is not your fault. You're not blaming yourself.
I mean,
this is not our fault.
It's on tape.
Here's the thing.
And the family's looking into it. Where it's on tape. We bullied him for the last 7 weeks.
We all know that what Howard would have wanted was for nobody to look into this. Nobody to find blame. That's what he would have wanted.
He loves us. He doesn't want to see ill of us.
Yeah. When someone dies, just say what you want to do and say it's what they would have wanted.
We said multiple times, just kill yourself, Howard.
He didn't kill himself.
He didn't.
I know.
It was natural sort of causes.
Okay.
I think we put too much pressure on his little heart. His little shit heart. We put too much pressure on it.
His little shit heart was beating too fast, and he just exploded right there in his chair.
The doctor said it was the dumbest death they'd ever seen.
They came in. They said, "Why were you guys posing as refrigerators?"
Yeah.
And just watching. Why didn't you, give him CPR or try to restart his heart and.
And then we said, well, we did. That's why his ribs are broken as we tried to give him CPR. I mean,
we were not trained in CPR.
No.
We thought,
no.
we did what we thought, which was we very quickly, when he was on the ground going into cardiac arrest, we all climbed a turnbuckle, the edge of the room, and we jumped off of the top ring and gave him a leg drop.
Well, we all thought his body really needed a jolt. I mean, and it did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our repeated legs to the chest and head, did nothing.
Well, and then after that, unfortunately, that we knew that wasn't working.
Right.
So we were like, well, what else have we
What do
seen
we got?
happen to bring someone to life?
Right.
And so obviously, I cut him open and tried to restart his heart with my own hand. And we had to explain that to the coroners and the police also. Why is this
you were going to massage his heart, so we cut him open.
Back to life.
And that didn't work, obviously. So then what else have we seen? We've seen those clear.
Yes.
We've seen that.
Clear.
We've seen that.
And people were clear of us. I will say that. We did a good job of clearing anyone out.
We cleared everyone in the immediate area, and then we plugged in a extension cord, and we cut it in half, and we found 2 wires, and we tried to shock his heart.
Yeah. Because we didn't have a defib, really.
His hair stood straight up.
His hair stood straight up and his feet caught on fire. And so imagine.
I'll never forget that smell.
And then we didn't really know how to put his feet out.
No.
So what did we do?
Well, what we'd seen in the past.
We had a memorial barbecue.
We called up all our friends. We said, hey, we're going to get together and grill some meats.
We had a beautiful fafita feast.
It was
Oh,
we
it was
used-
a fafita feast.
It
It
was
was
We
a
used
fafista.
the whole buffalo.
Oh, we used the whole buffalo.
By the time the paramedics got here, there wasn't much left.
They got a couple bites in. There was some left.
Yes, by the time we invited the paramedics to the barbecue, they were like, what the heck? All the food's gone.
So I think we still got something left in the smoker. Let's see. Which was, of course, Howard's mouth that I opened up and shoved a bunch of hot oak chips in.
That was a good barbecue.
It was a very good barbecue.
I haven't had meat that tender in a long time, and it was. I'll say this. I think it's what Howard would have wanted.
And it was
He
absolutely.
never explicitly said, when I die, barbecue my whole body and
Not
eat it.
explicitly.
But we know the brother well, and that's what he wanted. We knew it.
We know our brother.
Oh, brother Howard.
Yeah, it got out of hand.
It got out of hand. But the paramedics, I will say this. We said, please don't ask too many questions.
Yes.
And they were okay with that because we said it's what Howard would have wanted, in spite of his will, in spite of his video will, in spite of what he'd said in life. That's what he would have wanted.
God, I mean,
Does
But
any-
Are we-
How about the funeral?
the funeral.
The
what
funeral.
a beautiful, beautiful
A
ceremony.
classic New Orleans funeral that Howard explicitly did not want, but that's what we thought would have been fun. It's a party.
It was a celebration
Funeral
of
should be
life,
a
baby.
party.
Yeah.
We had a brass band there playing "Time of Your Life, Good Riddance."
Well, I mean, the whole parade went throughout town.
The parade went
throughout
through town.
It was one of the biggest funerals that the town has ever seen because of all the hangers-on. The parade was so fun.
Yeah.
We ended up with almost 6,000 people. at the
Well,
funeral.
right.
Rest
Like
in
about
peace.
10 minutes into it, it had really morphed into more of a parade, and nobody really knew what they were there for.
Kind of a bacchanal. I mean,
Yeah.
it was not only a parade. People were taking their shirts off. People were really connecting, which I think, again, is what Howard would have wanted.
Absolutely. He died a virgin, and everyone had sex at his funeral.
Yeah, it was really unbelievable. Like how it's so devastating that he died while maybe or about to have sex for the first time, and I had multiple orgasms at
But
his
isn't that
funeral.
how it goes? Isn't that reincarnation?
Well, that's
Yes.
yeah.
When one door closes, sexless, everyone has sex to spite it.
God. It's something about it. People get horny at funerals, and we've always known it.
We've always known that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we just tried to set up a situation where that was going to be possible. The drinks were flowing, the heat was turned way up, and there was softcore pornography playing on all the TVs.
And what a gorgeous community center that was.
Yeah,
yeah.
it really took off when we asked his family to leave. We asked all of his family to go.
When we impolitely asked his family to leave,
And the DJ turned the music up to late night slow jams.
and we said, this is what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And everybody writhed around having sex with each other.
I mean, I felt like I was in the Matrix too.
Yeah.
In that rave scene.
Yeah.
Well, those two twins were there and they were having a
The
blast.
twins were there with the dreadlocks? Is that the one?
Yeah, the white
they had a
dreadlock
good time. And they have not aged well.
No.
The atmosphere just takes over. you know?
Absolutely.
And it is exactly what Howard would have wanted. You know Howard's into that.
It was the
No,
first
he
ever
was.
funeral where we got a cease and desist in the middle of the funeral.
And the first ever funeral on record that got a cease and desist at all. At all.
Yeah, how did that
We
play
thought it came
itself
early.
out?
We thought it came
A
early,
couple of
but
lawyers came in.
Well, apparently,
they said we had broken a lot of international laws.
Yeah, that we had broken international laws. We also had broken a lot of copyright laws because we had called the funeral.
We invited- yeah.
the Big Bang Theory.
And there was some pretty direct steals.
Yeah. We had
We had a Sheldon there.
We had a Sheldon there.
We had a Sheldon there. Kevin Can Wait. The cast of Kevin Can Wait was there.
Yeah.
It's weird because I didn't want this to happen. But you know how Burning Man is a thing now. It's every year people go to the
Burners.
desert. There's no money. You know, it's very sexual. The music, it's all there. Howard's funeral. This was. It's. I mean, would you say everybody when they left? They said, "See you here next year."
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Some people
Because-
left in art cars.
It's
And they're
because-
like, well, so I think the funeral's going to be kind of a yearly thing.
yeah.
I don't know, though. It's already played out. I heard next year Taylor Swift wants to come.
Really? Well, yeah. It seems like a lot of investors are trying to capitalize on it because towards the end of the funeral this year, there was a VIP section and people were
Right.
camping around the perimeter of it.
Yes. Ja Rule has said that next year's is going to be better than this one, and he is a full investor. and he's
Yes,
ready to
he
go.
was. He wants to invest, and I say because this made the Fire Festival look like a fucking wedding, a beautiful wedding.
Absolutely. Well, all we told the caterers was we want the same spread as the Fire Festival.
Yeah, we are like a styrofoam to-go boxes with a little bit of old potato salad, some loose iceberg lettuce, and a piece of bread. That's what we were serving, and people hated it.
People were furious.
Yeah, all in Howard's name.
All in
they
Howard's
they
name.
blamed him.
Yeah, they blamed him. He was mad. But you know what? We thought this would be a nice thing for everybody. We don't know what Howard left us in his will. He made a recorded will.
Just really quickly.
Okay.
Just really quickly. Sorry.
No.
It's we didn't want to react this way
No.
when our friend died. We didn't want to eat his body.
Nope.
I didn't want to react at all, if I'm being honest.
Like we got out of hand. It was ridiculous. We ate our friend, and then we had a crazy funeral that had many lawsuits. We just want to apologize for how we reacted. We were under. We were
Duress.
grief. Yeah, we
Grief.
were
We were
in the
grief.
grief. We were under grief,
We were under grief.
and it wasn't good grief.
It was not good grief.
It was not good grief. It
Good.
was
not
very
good.
bad grief.
It was
was
the
bad.
worst grief I've ever been under.
I was under the influence of grief, and I would never normally eat a human being after they died and barbecue them.
You're the opposite of a person who would barbecue a human right after they died. You're the last person I
And
think
that's
of.
the last thing I would ever do.
But you never know what you're going to do when you're grieving.
You never know. Sorry. So
No,
sorry.
absolutely. I mean,
The grief
and
takes
that's-
over. It's like a drug.
The grief is like a drug.
Yeah. And we didn't want to take any pills to not feel it. You know, some
No.
people take,
People
some stuff to
take
get through it.
their Cymbalta.
Yeah.
They take their Ativan.
Yeah.
And they
Tylenol.
numb it. They take the Tylenol and they numb it.
Numb it.
We did not want to
We wanted
numb
to feel it.
We took drugs to make it more intense. We took ecstasy.
Molly.
We candy flipped.
We huffed
Well,
gasoline.
I've been not talking to my therapist a lot lately about,
Oh, yeah. We all quit talking to those bitches, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right. It just wasn't the kind of support that I felt I needed,
No.
even though they were telling me, you need this, you need to keep coming twice a week.
Right.
You really need to be here for public safety.
Yeah.
It just wasn't working for
I'm
me.
sorry I interrupted you, Todd. The will.
Oh, the will. I think that is good to note. You know, what all the stuff we did is because of grief. A therapist can fuck off, and but we were so close with Howard.
Yeah.
And we really are excited to see. He had so much Levi's money. We're excited for him to have given us some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And we wanted to play the will live for everybody.
Yeah, he
on the podcast.
recorded his will on a 6 cassette tapes It's a very long will.
It's a long will.
And
He left clues around town from where to find the next tape.
Yes.
So from the first tape ends with a reading of the will and then a clue to find the next tape, which has a little bit more of the will.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
That became a wild scavenger hunt for that.
Yeah.
That was almost another parade in and of itself.
It was.
Looking for the tapes.
The will was incentivized by who finds the next tape is, partially included
Yeah,
in the will.
it caused chaos. It looked like multiple Black Fridays.
That's right.
Finding
Yes.
these
All at
tapes.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we found all the tapes.
So my aunt got trampled.
As part of this?
Yeah.
During this,
she
yeah.
was trying to get into the Best Buy where we all thought the will was, and she got trampled.
You don't seem to sound too sad about that, Todd.
Well, I trampled my aunt.
Well, yeah, we saw most of the people had been slowly led into the Best Buy, and you were outside stomping all over your aunt.
It was one of the first single-person tramples.
And you
Seemed like you hated her.
it really caused you to get way behind on the look for that tape.
Because we found
you
we found the tape.
disregarded the task
We
and
found the
stayed
tape.
outside.
Yeah, we found very quickly. We said, "Where the hell's Todd?" We go outside. Yeah. It was so fucked up. We were like, "Todd, quit."
But it seemed like you really worked out some of your demons, and again, that's what Howard really would have wanted.
Yeah.
I kept telling her that this is for Howard more than it's for you or me. This is what he would have wanted. God rest his little soul.
Yeah. You can get away with so much stuff if you say this is what my dead friend wanted.
Absolutely.
How do they know?
So let's listen to the first.
Let's listen to the first tape and see what he left us.
Okay.
Play.
Well, hi there. If you're listening to this, I've croaked. The fact that you care enough to even check in is great, and it warms my heart. You know, as a man from meager means
Jesus Christ.
What?
who found his fortune with his family, I've got a lot to give.
Good.
And today I'd like to just tell you a few little stories about me as a boy.
Oh, fuck.
Sounds like he knew he was going to die.
When I was just a child, my family said, Howard, if you want anything in life, you've got to work hard.
Fast forward.
And I told her,
Oh, my God.
This is the first story still.
Mom, you
What did he
better
say? Hold on,
believe it.
rewind it.
Rewind.
So he,
All right.
he just said, Mom, you better believe it. Play.
I'll go to school when you ask me to. And only when you ask me to, because, Mother, I will work hard here at home.
Fast forward it. Okay.
And I told her,
Okay, good.
I will. Cut to 2 days later, and my father is working in the factory.
He's
Pause.
speaking cinematically.
Okay.
So
What?
he was having an argument with his mom, and she wanted him to go to school on his own will, and he said
Yeah.
he would only go when she wanted him to.
Yeah, when he was told. When he was specifically told to go to school.
Usually
How old is
a
his
kid will
will?
say, like, I don't care if you tell me to go to school. I don't want to go today.
Right.
He said, I'll go whenever you tell me.
How old is this Will? Did he record it as a child when he was
I feel
going to
he's
school?
telling his childhood.
Oh,
think,
I
as
see.
an adult.
I'm confused by this stupid Will.
It's a little, all right. So we just smash cutted to his father working in the factory. Play.
Hold on.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah, because his the inspiration he used to write worked at a factory, correct? Not his father?
Oh
But
yes,
fodder?
the fodder he used. His father worked at a factory, and he
Also
always
known
talked
as a
about
muse.
that.
Yes, yes.
But he
Muse
called it a
is
fodder because it was
AKA
a
Muse.
male.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. His fodder figure.
His fodder figure.
Because people have muses and then they have fodder figures.
Right.
Okay. All right, play.
And I told him, I said, you know how much you mean to me. And I hope you'll know that hopefully 65 to 70 years from now, on the day that I've died,
False.
What?
you will get everything that I've got.
Yeah, we need to
Oh,
debunk
wait.
these tapes.
Pause.
His fodder figure's getting everything he got.
Oh. Play.
And he looked at me and he said, Howard, that's the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me. And I looked up at him and I said, that can't be true. You're the kindest man I've ever met. No one's ever said anything more kind to you than telling you that you'd receive everything that they own on the day that they die? And my father figure looked back at me and said, yes, Howard. And on that day, I knew that I had reached my peak.
When he was a kid? When he was a kid telling this guy that he was going to leave him everything?
I said to him, I think this is the best day of my life.
All right, so the first tape sucked, so we're going to rip this tape out.
Well,
it's kind of just build up.
I love the clue at the end of this tape that led us to the second tape.
Exactly.
Let me fast forward and find the clue really quickly.
If you'd like to hear the second tape, find it underneath the place where the troll sleeps.
Okay, so that's the end of the tape. So we thought, what does that mean? Who's the biggest troll in town? And where do they sleep?
Right. And we all agreed it was Howard.
Everybody in this Best Buy unanimously agreed, like, it's Howard!
Oh,
He's
it's at
the
his
biggest
tiny
troll.
house. We know exactly
My
where it
aunt,
is.
inched out of her breath. She went,
That was her last word of Howard Roast. Your aunt's final word.
And her funeral sucked. Her funeral was boring.
I missed it.
No one showed.
No one showed.
I felt bad.
I don't
being
think she died. I think she went missing. I doubt I killed her.
Oh, yeah, we can all agree on that. So let's do the second tape. Second tape we have here. Let me load it in. Okay, play.
Ha! You found me.
Pause. That fucking laugh at the beginning of the second
Smug.
tape made me sick.
Big smug about your own will.
You're a dead man. Not much to be proud of.
Yeah, and he also roasted himself at the end of the last tape, but you'll find it out where the troll sleeps.
He was the troll.
He was the troll. Why is he so fucking proud? What a humiliating thing this is. All right, let's play.
That's right. I've always thought I'm the grossest person on the earth,
God, that's sad.
and you all knew that. And now you find yourself here, and we'll get to the good stuff.
Good.
Look around you. Do you see my fodder figure? Did he make it here? Is he alive? Perhaps he died years ago. I've lost contact with him when the
Pause.
factory...
So this is where it got tough. He never gave us a name.
No. And we were all accusing each other of being the fodder figure. Who is it?
So, and some people started claiming it. They're like, oh, yeah, I think that's me. I worked at a factory. I remember that conversation. They were trying to get his riches.
Yeah.
I've been inspirational before.
Yeah.
It caused a lot of infighting there, right there at Howard's bedroom.
Yes.
In his bedroom. But we quickly figured it out. Play.
And if you'd like this to be yours, just ask the door. Walk towards it and see what's in store. Before I implore you to restore.
So this goes on for 32 minutes. You just fast forward it. Play.
In your core.
Yeah, there's a lot of or words.
So that's it, folks. This is it for the second tape.
We learned nothing.
Nothing.
Most of the tape was a rhyme
Yeah.
to get us to walk to the door in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Which is also the living room and the kitchen.
In his micro apartment. And so then the next three tapes were all just him
Doing impressions.
doing impressions.
Yeah, it was like an SNL tape.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
So we'll just pop in a couple of those real quick because it goes on for a while.
Yeah. They were like surprisingly good at, I mean, they sucked, the impressions. Let's play those.
Here's one.
This one says, too lorn.
My twig and berries.
Pause.
Pause.
What was that?
That was an Austin Powers impression.
Okay.
It was a not very famous line from Austin Powers. It wasn't a horny baby or shagadelic. It was Twig and Berries.
Right. Okay.
And so fast forward. Here's another one he did.
Somebody stop me!
Once again, Austin Powers.
I'm tired of this one shtick thing.
Yes.
Come on.
absolutely.
Howard.
Now this next one says to Mad TV.
All right, so we'll fast forward a little bit. Just pick
Yeah.
one in the middle here and play.
I'd like to thank all my fans and all the people who supported me And I'd like to say thank you, Janet, for always supporting me.
So
Tito.
Pause.
This is Michael
was-
Jackson.
Yeah, that was Michael Jackson.
And it's just Michael Jackson giving a thank you speech.
It really doesn't have a comedic take. It's
recognizable
just
take
sort
on
of
Michael Jackson.
reminding people about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he just thinks his family and like some of his record label. It's very long.
But to be fair, it is what people want to hear about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This next one said to Bill Bellamy and the Def Jam crew.
Which we're not sure what that's about.
Pause. So that's
was
him
that?
doing like beatboxing.
yeah.
And it gets worse.
It gets worse. The crazy thing is, when we're at the end of the 5th tape, we get this clue, and it makes us think all of these tapes were somehow a lie, and that they were leading us to a certain place that we didn't want to go, that involves the school. And we think maybe the goths are behind this.
We think that maybe he didn't record this tape,
Yeah.
and it was a goth recording the tape.
Yeah, or it was him.
Or him
being
under duress.
Under duress.
So let's play this last clue.
Driving in your car, I never want to go home because I haven't got one.
Pause. So that's obviously him singing that Awful Smith song, and it, about getting hit by a bus and wanting to die in a woman's arms, and no one cares, Morrissey.
Yeah.
And so it's like we never heard him singing Smiths.
No.
So we got a little suspicious. So we went to the goth's house.
Yeah.
Morrissey's house.
Uh-huh.
We knocked on their door.
Uh-huh.
And they handed us this tape. Play.
We've got the bank. We've got it all. We've spent it all. If you'd like to ever see that money or your silly little pig again, you will leave Swine High School to us.
Pause. And so now we're pissed.
Now
It is on!
He didn't leave us anything, apparently. And the goths made this all 6 tapes, made him make it under duress to waste our time.
And I got one thing to say to these fucking goths. We'll see you in court.
That's
We're
right.
taking you all the way to civil, all the way to criminal.
We know what's going on, goths. You think you have control of the school and you're gonna cause a mutiny and get us out of here, but it's not gonna happen. Swine High School is ours.
We have no qualms killing you all with the Goth Nest monster, okay?
Yeah.
And we've had to talk a little bit to Sam because his little boy cowboys are now goths and live in Morrissey's house.
Yeah, I
But
can't control them.
We're gonna have to kill your kids, Sam.
At this point, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I love him so much, but I'm just losing control of him, and I don't want to see my offspring be something I hate.
And that's why
We have.
it's what you have to do. As a father, you try to control your children and make them into a better version of you.
I know.
And if that doesn't work,
I know.
you hate them and
Yeah.
you needle them and then you kill them if it
What are you
doesn't work.
supposed to do when your life goes out of control? Just let people live as they want to? That makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Absolutely. It's a minor inconvenience for you if other people are living their own life not in a way you want them to.
I just don't know what to do because I love them so much, but they're just little freaks and I think they deserve to die.
Well, maybe it's the grief talking, but I am absolutely willing to kill these high schoolers and the little boy cowboys and Morrissey.
Yeah, maybe it's the grief talking, but I am so sad I am willing to blow up Morrissey's house with the Goth Nest monster. I didn't want to have to use it.
I didn't want to do it.
But
we
we
wanted
had-
it to be like a nuclear option, something that you hang out there to keep people at bay. You don't want to actually pull the trigger,
Yeah,
but we're getting there.
we're so close. I mean, they said they've spent the money, but if we want it back, so they've obviously bought a lot of things that you can return.
They've
Yeah.
kept the receipts, I guess.
Or maybe it's investments. Maybe they
Maybe.
invested all the money.
Maybe there's more money there.
Okay.
We've just got to get the keys to it. Maybe it's all in the stock market and the stock market's booming. I don't know.
I will say this. I wish they would invest it in shitcoin because it is down.
Yes.
Shitcoin is down.
Bitcoin is so down.
And I need money bad.
Yeah.
I need, because we've been paying ourselves through this. Now that Howard's dead, Levi's is no longer sponsoring the school.
No, they pulled out. So this week was going to be a very cool new cut of Levi's. It was going to be fantastic.
Oh, you're talking about the Levi's 315 hat cut.
Yeah.
Levi's 315 hat cut. Cover your head, not your butt. Levi's hat cut.
Go bottomless and put jeans on your head. Levi's 315 hat cut jeans.
Are you Jay Leno and you never wore a hat because there's never a denim one? Levi's hat cut 315s are right for you.
That was supposed to be this week. They pulled out. We had a big debut this week, a new investment that we had been talking about all year. Shitty Bike.
It was going to be the way of the future for students to get around and people to get around the city. You were going to be able to ride a shitty bike around. And what it is
what is Shitty Bike then, man? I mean, Todd.
Again, you called me by my Jewish name again.
Dan Avraham. What is it? Avraham.
Dan Ben Avraham.
Ben Avraham.
Well, Shitty Bike, as we know, these are all bikes that we've gotten from old, dumb hippies.
Yes, that's right. And it's all about the character with these bikes. Most of the wheels are not circular anymore. They're slightly bent because they're hit by buses because they don't understand how traffic works.
Yeah.
And there's lots of dings on these things.
There's dings all over the bikes. And we partnered in order to pay for the bikes. You know, Citibank does them, Hulu does them. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to partner with a big, wealthy, good partner.
Yeah. Yeah, big dumb hippies and their bad bikes. But we were going to launch that this week, and we won't be able to. And everything is going to hell.
That's right.
The students have lost respect for us. They're not even coming to school anymore because they're not being told to, like Howard was saying in his tape.
Our friend is dead. The kids don't respect us. They're not being told to come to school.
Our security system's got holes all over it.
Yeah.
Our most reliable source of security was my little boy cowboy robots have now turned on us, which also soured the TSA. They started to feel like we didn't accept them, so now the metal detectors are off.
It's almost like our policy of fear and law and order, instead of spending money in some sort of smart way and investing in the school, fucked us.
Yeah.
Which nobody could have expected.
Crazy.
Nobody could have expected.
Nobody.
My play is a disaster.
Jesus.
My web series.
Your web series.
My web series, I called it a play because everything's a play to me. My web series has become a major disaster.
Yes.
Yeah, the one you were making about your relationship.
Yes.
And being white.
Yes. It was about it being a white man and getting out of a relationship. And it's been a huge disaster.
That's such an interesting story, though. I can't believe it's not working.
I know. It's just nobody wanted to see it. Our Kickstarter or GoFundMe, it just sucked. And we went to a live screening and Mike Pence showed up and the whole audience stood up and booed and I was trying to cheer him.
They booed you.
He showed up and then
Mike Pence showed up and the whole audience stood up and booed me.
Right. God damn.
And it's just been a fucking mess. Everything is screwed. You're in witness protection. The mafia's killed 10 people that look like you.
The mafia killed Paul Rubens last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Paul Rubens.
Because I've been dressed up like Pee Wee Herman, and they killed him thinking it was me. Because he does the character still live, the Groundlings sometimes.
Yeah, he had a Netflix special that came out last year.
Yeah, he was filming Pee Wee Herman too. Mafia killed him.
But they brutally murdered Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are looking forward to Mystery Men 2, that production is halted for that.
Yeah,
they have no idea what
they'll do what they always do in Hollywood, which is replace them with somebody who looks similar and can do the character. It's basically what you don't know about Hollywood is that there are stand-ins and what is it called? Second string. What's the second string?
Understudies.
Yeah, well, they're replacing him with Don Cheadle. It's the same thing they did in Iron Man.
Same thing.
Cheadle is a scab and a half.
Yeah.
And he stepped right in and he's playing Pee-wee on Broadway.
I don't know if this happened to you guys, but the key didn't work to my office this morning.
Really?
Yep.
Do you think they changed the locks or something wrong with the key?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now come to think of it, you know how I made my office one of those hotel keys? So it's always sliding?
Right.
I usually have to do 8 to 10 slides anyway to get in.
Right.
But this time I could not get in at all.
Yeah.
And I tried to get my card remagnetized. I could not get into my office, and I need to be in there. That's where my plays are.
Yeah.
I just don't know what we're going to do. I feel like for the first time in our history, we're losing control. We're losing control of
This
what
is a
we
first
love.
for us.
We're losing control.
Other
of
than the
who
last
we
two
are.
schools we've lost control of.
Right.
This is a first for us.
Exactly. Because we've never been so in control and then had it all slip through our fingers.
We really failed at our major experiment.
Attention students, new policy regarding bringing friends and family to school. Don't do it anymore. The Uncle Lounge is full and we need to scale back.
But we do have a guest.
We do.
Get to our guest.
We do.
The pod must go on.
The pod must go on. The Todd must go on. So introduce yourself. How you doing?
What's your name?
Introduce yourself. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is
What's your name?
my name's Daryl Kirkman. I'm the school nurse here at Swine High School. Thanks so
Daryl.
much for having me on the show. I've been listening
Welcome,
every week.
Daryl.
It's a really, it's an interesting show. It gives you a nice little peek behind the curtain a little bit for these kids. I really like it.
Great.
I'm a big fan.
We're happy to have you. You were actually the first on the scene when
I was.
when Howard died.
Yeah.
The school nurse.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that's not the first dead person I've seen in a school.
At what point did you come on the scene? Because we've explained what happened.
Well, I got here while his feet were on fire, obviously. You guys actually held me back and said, don't go in yet, it's not done.
Right.
And so I kind of stood on the sidelines and just watched to see if maybe he was responsive in any way. A person's feet can be on fire and they can still be alive. So I wasn't sure yet that he was dead, but I had a hankering. Not a hankering, an inkling.
No, you had a hankering. You said, "Oh, let me get some of that barbecue."
I mean, it's
I'll be
not
honest,
good,
I was
man.
hungry.
It's not
The
good.
cafeteria at this school is garbage, so I don't eat any of that crap that they make there. I bring my own lunch. You
Not
guys know
even
that.
the
Well, we've had
specialty
to
ice
scale
cream?
back, okay? We've had to scale back
No,
from
I get
food
it.
because we're out of money.
Hey, man, I totally get it. I was poor for a long time. I made ends meet any way I could. So I honestly, a lot of people look at what you guys have done with this school and they say these guys did it wrong. They're bad people. They don't deserve to be in the position of power that they are. But
That's
I'll
what
tell
people
you,
are saying
that's
outside
what
the
people are
school?
saying to you. And I'll tell you this: I don't believe it for a second. I think running a school is difficult. People don't understand what it's like to be the person who's in charge. And the
Okay.
moment somebody gets the keys to the kingdom, that kingdom starts to ride on your back. Right?
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Hey man, I get it. I'm just saying I get it, and I think that you guys have gotten a really bad rap around town. Okay, I'm big fans.
Finally.
You guys have seen my front yard. I've had merchandise from your guys. You guys didn't print it. I printed it myself.
Yeah, you sell merch for our show, for our podcast, as if like you're one of those guys like 75 yards away from a concert.
Yeah. And I do it. I have a stand at my house, but then I also have a stand in Quintonville next door.
And you sell mostly bootlegs, right?
yeah.
Not fake shirts,
No,
but
no,
the
no.
legs of boots.
Yeah. I cut the sort of the long part that goes up your shin of boots, and I kind of like branded it with Teachers Lounge logos and stuff like that. I've only sold one pair.
So people, they're basically like turtlenecks for your shins. Like they
Yeah,
just,
leg warmers.
I would say it's more like a scarf for your legs, because turtleneck implies that there's like sort of more to it beyond
Right.
your neck. This is just sort of like scarves for your legs.
and they don't sell at all, really.
I've sold one to myself. I paid $12 for one.
At a loss.
At a loss, yeah. It cost me $16 to make, and I paid $12 for it. But I wear it around town, because I'm a walking billboard. That's the way I like to look at it. I'm a walking billboard board for the teachers lounge, guys.
Wow.
And you know, I'm honestly, I'm still in shock. You know, like I said, I've seen dead bodies at a school before, but this was like a really, really, really tough one for me.
Plural.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be hard as a nurse in a school. I mean, you're
It's
on
tough.
the front line.
Yeah, and you know, I say dead bodies, I meant dead children. So it's even worse.
Christ.
Yeah, well, you should be more specific. Now I understand. The
Yeah.
first time I didn't really know. But you have children.
So, but this was tough for me because it seemed like such a traumatic event for both him and for you guys. I came in into a room filled with emotion.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of guy who, like, I just kind of like, I let people feel things. I don't try to like dictate how they should do their thing. I don't come in and say, you know what, you guys should be hysterically crying right now, because you guys weren't. You were kind of laughing. You were kind of having some brews. I saw a couple Coronas got their lime when I walked in. Have you guys seen those new commercials for Corona? It's like a Corona gets its lime. It's like an angel gets its wings.
Yeah.
But it's like a Corona
yeah.
gets its lime. Every time somebody's relaxing, every time somebody's sitting on a beach, a Corona gets its lime.
Well, a lot of Coronas got their lime that day.
I know.
That turned into a beautiful day.
And it's what Howard would have wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was sober. He didn't drink.
Yeah.
But I think
I
he
tried to
would've
get that
wanted
guy to
us-
drink so often.
Us too. Us
Yeah.
too.
And because it's like, you know me, I'm the kind of guy who, like, if you're not relaxing, you're not having a good time.
What's the deal with sober people? Why don't they get how fun it is? Right?
Yeah, it's a real bummer anytime someone says or comes around and they say they're sober. It's like, well, what fucking happened?
Well, yeah, what I like to do with sober people, it's the same thing as vegetarians. When you tell me that, I'm going to grill you for a long time
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you every question possible. I'm going to make you prove it.
And it doesn't come from me feeling
Now that's a good
uncomfortable.
word. Proof.
It doesn't at all. Yeah, prove it.
Proof is a good word for that.
Yeah.
Prove to me why
and
you're
it doesn't
sober.
come from me feeling uncomfortable at all or my own issues.
No, I want you to be happy, all right?
Yeah.
I want you to be as happy as I am when I wake up in the morning
I
and I
drink
pour
every
whiskey
day
into
and
my
I'm
fucking
thrilled.
coffee.
Yeah.
It's a blast. Well, the day I realized I could get through my life kind of drunk all the time
Yeah.
was the greatest day. Uh-huh. And these sober people are walking around.
Here's
and it's like,
something I got to say. Nobody knows your secrets.
No, you think
Nobody
they
knows
might.
your secrets.
You think they might. You
So
might.
keep 'em.
Don't lose confidence in your lies.
Yeah.
You're pulling them off flawlessly, baby.
Absolutely.
Nobody knows.
Nobody can smell you.
Yeah.
Nobody can
It's
see
not
you stumble.
so obvious what you're trying to cover up when you're being shitty to somebody or when you're excitedly tweeting about a famous person you know.
Yeah.
You know, that's about how cool you are and nothing else.
Yeah, yeah,
I love when you can just see a confident person showing it off.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh, they're just projecting." People
What?
think it's like people think they're looking at them and they're like, "Oh, they like I think that I look this way, so everybody's looking at me and thinking the same thing." Nobody's paying attention.
They got
to you,
no
buddy.
idea.
Nobody's
got
paying
any
attention to
idea.
anybody.
So
Speaking
you've been a
truth.
school nurse here.
Yeah.
What's
And
the
do you prefer nurse or not doctor?
You know,
Because you're a man.
I mean, technically, I'm a healthcare professional. That's the most sort of like broad.
Vague, though. That's vague.
It's vague.
That's
It is
vague,
vague. Honestly, nurse is fine.
Because a janitor can be a healthcare professional if he works in a hospital.
That's right.
I never really thought about it like that. Yeah, I think that's true.
If somebody
you
works
right
at a
there? Did he get
snack
you?
bar,
You got me. He got me.
someone who works at a snack bar, could they be a healthcare professional?
At a medical facility,
Yeah.
they're a healthcare professional. They work in the healthcare field.
Well, we like to be precise on
yeah,
the teachers'
but you know,
lounge.
I'm a nurse. That's fine. I'm a nurse. All right, and that's fine with me. It's fine for people to call me that. I don't care.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just wanted to be clear that you're not a medical doctor.
No, hey, that doesn't mean I haven't tried. I've tried all sorts of procedures. You know, I mean, I went to technical college.
technically medical college?
So you studied.
You went to technically medical school.
Yes, I went to technically medical
And
school.
what do they teach
There's
there?
a lot of quotes in the title of that school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically is in quotes. Technically is in quotes. It's
Yeah.
called technically medical school.
Yeah, it's an online
And
college.
school is a question mark.
Yeah, it's an online.
Technically medical school?
And then the whole thing is in parentheses with an asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then underneath it says not a legitimate university.
Right.
Where the asterisk.
Yeah,
And then underneath that, in italics, it says no classrooms.
Yeah.
right, because it's an online school. The website.
Yeah, why is there a sign on the side of the highway that's like in marble that says this?
Because at that point, you could be going to college if you're
Right.
driving by and you
That's
got
right.
the website.
Well,
on
we
your-
would always,
Oh,
I mean, we
smart.
know your family. We would always always see you out there because there's a field right behind that sign.
Right.
You'd be like on a laptop.
Yeah,
in that
I would
field.
be. I'd be sitting on my laptop. I'd be doing my schoolwork, studying anatomy.
Well, we
et
love
cetera.
your family. We're a big fan of your family.
We love your family.
Yeah, I mean.
There's not a lot of families in town that still do death tours. And
Yeah.
I really like a death tour.
Yeah, because most of the time, death tours are in sort of famous towns that have sort of famous people, with famous deaths. With
Yeah.
this is just a tour that is in a hearse that goes around and points out people who are maybe dying,
Yes.
really sick.
Yeah.
Some people have recently died.
We like to call it an active condolence tour.
Yeah, you
So
troll
Now that's
funeral
nice.
homes.
Yeah, we you know what?
Online,
trolling.
right?
Yes.
Online, you
Well,
troll
yeah.
funeral.
Well, and in real life, allowed from the hearse.
Yeah, we everybody in the car has a sort of CB radio
Yeah,
attached.
not only the
attached-
driver and the tour guide, but everyone.
a PA system.
And there's 13 seats, unlucky, you know. And there's megaphones wrapped around the top of the hearse. Everybody inside has a CB radio that's attached to one of those megaphones. If you see somebody on the street you think might be dead,
What a scream fest those
Yeah.
tours are.
it's fun, man.
I love those tours. That's kind of my therapy. Is when I'm feeling sad or mad or
Yeah.
my self-esteem is particularly low. I'll get on there and I'll get on mic and I'll just start roasting people anonymously from the inside of the car.
yeah.
Well, because I can feel better either way. Either I can actually feel better or I can make someone else feel worse. Because to me, it's about the
Right.
gulf between our feelings. It's all
Yeah.
about, superiority.
And let's be honest. I mean, as I said, healthcare professional in quotations. I am focused on a holistic approach as well. You know, and if you've got pent up emotions inside, the only way to get them out is to scream them, right?
Yeah.
So I
Scream
throw
therapy.
Yeah, I throw people in the hearse and I say, hey, go to town. I obviously take them around town and I show them the spots that it makes sense to scream. But then other times they just scream at. I mean, you know Joe in the
Yeah.
Joe with the walker on the rollerblades.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is like on death's door. And I mean, people are just giving it to him left and right. Every time we drive by that guy, I mean, he is being told, like...
Keeps
if
you sharp.
Yeah, he's...
Keeps you sharp to get screamed at all day when
Honestly,
you're almost dead.
I had somebody buy him a coffin and leave it on the street next to him while he was asleep. It was, I mean, it was wild.
This is a mean business.
This is why I love you guys. You don't hesitate to go there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You don't hesitate to talk about the
Fuck
issues head on.
you.
You like that, didn't you? Fuck off.
I'm kidding.
Nah, give it to
We
me.
love your family.
I gotta say, look, I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but like you guys keep saying you love my family.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of disconnect between my family and me that I'm unaware of?
No, not at all. We love your family, and you're a great guy too. No, we're not.
No.
Listen, we just got through with a tumultuous relationship with a man that we loved and hated, and he died in front of our eyes.
And now that he's dead and can't hear
It
us, we
feels
can be
tough.
honest.
This feels like kind of a first date after a breakup.
I get
Like
that.
you seem like a great guy, and we like you, but there's just so much going on with
mean,
us. We can't even see you.
We're sitting here
We can't-
talking about our ex,
Yeah.
basically.
We're talking
Basically,
about our ex on a first date.
we're gonna lash out at you probably, but
That's fine, I
it's
can
all
take it.
meant for our ex.
I mean, hey,
Howard.
I've been in situations all the time where I break bad news to people. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the world I live in. So I'm a guy who can take it. I mean, you could punch me in the fucking stomach right now, and I would be fine. All right.
Sorry.
Hey, no, it's
See?
okay.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
asked
sorry.
for it.
I
I
just-
Look at
asked
this
for it.
positive attitude. I mean, this guy can really hang. Am I wrong?
This guy can hang.
This guy can hang. He's
This
a
guy can
guy's
hang.
guy.
Now you've seen what's going on in the school. Do you have any? We're at our end here.
Yeah.
We are at our fucking wits.
We're at our
end.
wits' end.
Well, you know, I've been sort of hip to what's going on. Obviously, I sort of pass by. I listen to the podcast every week, so I know kind of the situation that you guys have with the Goths right now. And I sort of took a few steps to sort of ensure that you know, maybe some things might happen. I've had a lot of Goths coming in to my my little sort of nurse station
Vestibule.
recently. My vestibule. Obviously, yeah, it's a vestibule. It's not really a room.
Buell.
It's just
Vest.
it's called. I call it the buell.
Vesty.
We do call it the
Vesty.
buell or vesty, whatever.
Stib.
Vestibule.
The stib might stick. But anyway,
Yule.
they've all been coming in asking me.
Yuletide.
Keep going.
Light up the Yule log.
Noel.
The first Noel.
5 golden rings. Turtle dove.
2 turtle doves.
Pear tree.
2 turtle doves.
I love Christmas.
God, we talk about Christmas all day. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna let you know. I've had a lot of goths coming in.
Please tell us you've been poisoning them.
I haven't been poisoning them. I've been poisoning their makeup.
Yes, good.
They've been coming in. You guys remember a few years ago that Russian journalist who was killed? And they say he was poisoned by someone. It was a slow death. He sort of slowly over time. Well, that happened. A Russian journalist got poisoned, obviously by the Kremlin. I mean, come on,
Obvious.
Putin's all about poisoning people. Anyway,
I hate the gremlin. Can you believe that's what's going on over there in Russia?
Yeah.
All
They
the
just got
power
this
is
big,
in
colorful gremlin. All the power runs through the gremlin.
And like, why are they so obsessed with that 80s movie? Like, you're basing your whole security and everything off of the gremlins?
So Putin works at the gremlin's house?
I guess.
What is going on?
I
I don't know.
different cultures.
So
Different
you've been lacing the eyeliner with poison?
Been lacing the eyeliner.
This is huge.
It's a poison, and I'll tell you another thing, guys, because I've heard about this Gothness monster. And I know,
you have.
I
Yeah,
know-
well, it's real.
I know it's a heat seeker. I know that, and I added a chemical to the eyeliner.
chemical weapons.
My man!
Please tell me it can hear out minor chords. Please.
It can.
Good. What else?
It's a chemical that's got perfect pitch.
Good. Yes.
And all they have to do is play any. I've programmed into my the software that's connected to this material.
Okay.
Every Smith song. So the moment Morrissey starts listening to himself sing or talk or listen to his own music, we get a beacon. It's a beacon.
Good.
A beacon.
Great.
Okay.
Well, here's what I'm going to do: is I'm going to use the app on my phone, and I'm going to just turn on the Gothness monster.
Good. Fire it up.
Get it
armed.
warmed.
Yeah.
Arm it.
The nuclear football, as it is, what we need here is I need all three of us to turn the key at the same time.
It's a 3-key system.
It's a 3-key system
Oh, yes.
to get my phone out of this box.
Okay. All right.
And
Open it.
1, 2,
3.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Are we going on 3?
You want me to just say 1, 2, 3? You guys go on 3.
That must have been the problem.
That's it.
Yeah, here you
Yeah.
go. Ready? And 1.
And I
Two.
went. Sorry. I went.
Okay, here we go. We'll do it again. Here we go. And 1, 2,
Twisting.
3. All right, and you went
Okay.
too early.
I'm
again.
going to say twisting so that we can all go on twisting, as well as 3.
Okay,
Right.
so will you say, as soon as he says 3, you say twisting, and we'll
Yeah,
go
here
on
Here we go.
twisting.
And 1, 2, 3.
Twisting.
I am so sorry. I just missed the hole.
That's all right.
You were
And
opening
I
a soda.
farted. Sorry. That's my bad.
Okay, let's open this box, turn on the app, and get the Gothness going.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
All right, we got
Okay,
it.
good.
There we go.
Perfect.
Very
Whoa,
anticlimactic.
Look
I
at
liked it, though.
Look at that.
it. Wow.
Wow, the
This is
heat
my-
seeker is on.
There you
the
go.
music seeker is on.
And we're just going to set it off, put the code in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Password.
Password
Santa
is
Claus.
Santa's Claus. Okay, and off it goes.
All right.
All right. In a few moments,
Whoa.
the goths in this town will be dead, and Morrissey will be dead, and your little white cowboys will be dead.
What? It just zoomed out of here.
Really zoomed out of here.
It,
Dude,
that
this hole in
thing
the roof.
works.
Yeah. Wow. So
Well,
yeah.
it cost a fortune. Better.
Now, have you guys thought about the consequences of this at all?
That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Because that's my thing. I know you guys, just from experience, I know you guys are kind of act first, ask questions later. Of
course.
So we've just acted. Have you guys thought about what's going to happen after this?
No. I'm definitely an ask for forgiveness instead of permission type of guy.
Yeah.
And this might be one where it's going to bite us in the ass.
Yeah.
This is mass goth murder.
Yeah, as I saw the missile fly out of the room, I kind of just sort of flashed, previous previous instances of things losing control in this episode.
Oh, and there it is. The army is surrounding the building.
Wait,
Oh my
hold
God,
on.
what?
No, hey. No,
And
whoa,
over
whoa.
here, there's a bunch of Italians. Carmine found you.
Oh, fuck.
There's
No.
Italians on
Carmine's
the
up
other
there.
side of the
Oh, no.
building.
We're
hang on.
smashed in between the U.S.
What?
Army and a bunch of Italian gangsters.
Guys, I just got a
Shit.
notification.
Oh, God.
I just got a notification on my phone that Morrissey's house has been destroyed, as well as 3
Well, who
full city
posted
blocks.
that?
3 full city blocks? Who posted that?
It looks like it came from Little Boy Cowboy 3
Daniel.
on Twitter.
So he's still alive?
So one of these Little Boy Cowboys is alive enough to
He
tweet.
must have gone out to get some,
He's my good
Oil.
one. He's the impressionable one who I think was just
Wait.
following along with the goss.
You think he's a mole?
Carmine.
I hope so.
We have you surrounded.
Okay, hey,
Carmine
guys.
Put your
Pucci
hands
says
up.
hello.
Listen, guys.
Shit.
I think the only way to get out of this is to stay calm. Okay, look,
This is the U.S. government.
listen. I don't know. You guys are a big fan of tunnels and stuff, right?
Yeah, big
we
fan.
love him.
Number 1 fans.
Okay, so listen.
Look at our shirts.
I've got a no. It says number 1 tunnel fan.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got a tunnel that I dug. This is not a Chapo situation, but it's in my nurse's vestibule.
Really? Where does it lead to?
Fuel.
That's Steve.
It's in the Steve.
Fuel log.
And it leads across.
Two turtle doves.
It leads across the river into the football stadium. Okay, so if we
The
get
football stadium. Once we get there, our boy OJ is going to be waiting on the field. He's been
my
practicing
God.
day and night ever since he started working
Yeah,
here.
OJ's trying to get back into football.
So listen,
we all know that.
we need to grab all this gear.
We
and
just hop on
grab all your
OJ's
gear.
back.
Grab all your gear. Grab the gear. Yeah, just rip the microphones off the stands.
Jesus Christ,
Bring the
this
mic
thing
to
is
us.
microphone.
Rip
Bring
the
the mic
microphones
to
off the
us.
Bring the
stands,
microphones.
and we'll
Let's
take
go
the
to the tunnel.
recording with us. All right, let's run. Come on.
All right, go.
We're running.
Go.
All right, it's okay. Hey, no. Hey,
Oh my God,
no,
Nick.
stop. Don't shoot. It's me.
Wait.
It's me, Daryl. Ah, they're fine. All right, we're good. Let's go.
Who
Come on.
was that? Hold on, who was that? Who was about to shoot us? And how did you get us out of it?
It was Joe. It was
So wait,
Joe
are we
and his
giving
buddies.
up Swine High? I thought we were staying.
Listen,
We're
look.
surrounded. We got to get out of here.
Okay.
All right, listen. We're gonna have to break through this police line. Okay, listen. Let's grab these.
Oh.
Let's grab this refrigerator.
Oh, yes, everybody dress up like a refrigerator.
And I'll push you across the police line, and everything will be fine.
Okay, so
just hum like a refrigerator.
you're just a mover.
I'm a nurse. They don't know
All
I'm
right.
part of this. Hello, gentlemen. Good to see you. Great guns. Those are good
no.
tanks. No, everything's.
Does
Okay.
Whirlpool make refrigerators?
Oh,
yeah,
Todd's
Todd's got a fart. Todd's got a fart.
Who got Chuck? Who got Chuck?
Shut up. Oh,
I can't.
that's there.
No. Hey, all right, guys, run. Everybody, transform and run. Transform and run.
Oh, my
Let's go.
ice is coming out.
I
Oh, my
can't
ice.
stop
It's
this
okay. Oh, wait, they're slipping on the ice.
Who farted?
They're slipping on the ice.
Oh, my God.
And the fart knocked him out. Okay, listen.
Daniel!
Listen.
Daniel,
There's
help
Daniel.
us!
He's holding the door open to my vestie.
Howdy, Father.
Daniel, I love you so much.
All right,
I
Daniel.
never meant to shoot you with a big missile.
Daniel, I need you to stand here right here while we get into this tunnel, okay? So Daniel's just going to run
Daniel,
run
guard
interference.
us.
Daniel, you're going to have
Shove
to make the
Daniel
great
out.
sacrifice,
Shove him
just
out.
like me.
Give him this gun and shove him out there.
Daniel,
Here you
shoot
go,
You're gonna
Daniel.
have to kill him.
I never loved you.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
I
my
just got
God.
shot
They're
up
getting-
so bad.
So they murdered that
I'm
little boy
moving
cowboy.
on.
They didn't
Guys,
know it was a
I'm moving
robot.
on.
Guys, I need
Oh,
you.
my
Guys,
God.
jump
Oh,
in the
my God.
tunnel. Jump in the tunnel.
Jump in.
Whoa. Okay, and I lied.
Oh, this is nice in here.
Yeah, I lied. Also, obviously, you guys know him. This is El Chapo. I'm friends with him.
Chapo.
I'm friends with him. And he's
Chapo, we're so sorry for rolling on you.
We're sorry, Chapo. We're so sorry. He's nodding his head. It's okay.
it's okay. All right, let's get
good.
on those tiny little
We
motorcycles and
fixed
get the
that
hell
up.
out
Hold
of
on.
here.
Who's that? Who's that coming down the tunnel? Who's that?
Who's running down the tunnel?
Wait,
Who
who
is
is that?
That was a spin move.
Is that? Who
That was
is-
a hurdle.
Oh my
God.
God!
Is that
There's
OJ?
a light behind his head.
He's back and he's better than ever.
It's OJ! OJ, we love you.
We love you, OJ. Welcome
OJ.
back to society.
Hi, OJ. How's it going? My name's Daryl. I'm a friend of the guys, so I guess.
Yeah,
we're
we
friends.
love
He's cool, OJ.
He's cool.
We love him.
Sorry,
We
we're
love
just
him.
getting him out of here. All right,
OJ,
all right.
where's AC?
Wait, he's pointing down the tunnel. We have
Okay.
to go down the
All
tunnel.
right, let's
Okay,
go.
go,
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 go, go,
There's
go,
AC
go,
driving
go.
5 miles an hour.
Go, jump in the part of the window that opens in the back gate of the Bronco.
Okay.
Woo!
All right, here we go. We're all right, and all right, here we're at the football stadium, guys. Let's get out.
Oh my God. Buttafuoco?
Listen, we don't need you right now, but get out
No,
here.
guys, it's my friend Joey Buttafuoco. He's cool.
Yeah, but we don't need him right now. We're a
Buttafuoco.
Joey Buttafuoco.
Why is he here?
I love you, Buttafuoco. I forgot about your ass.
Guys, you guys are going to spend some time with Buttafuoco and you're going to love him, I promise. He's a really good guy. He's my roommate.
All right.
Let's go.
Any other 90s personalities?
Okay,
that
no
you
more
want?
90s people. No
All
more
right,
90s people.
so listen,
The
Buttafuoco...
Smashing Pumpkins. What are you guys doing here?
They brought this helicopter. We got to get in and then we got to get the hell out of
let's
here.
escape with Billy Corgan.
And Billy Corgan, he's put on Tonight,
Phil
Billy.
Donahue.
Guys, this is a big 90s reunion.
I love the 90s.
All right, listen. All right, let's take this. Let's get this bird off the ground, okay? Phil,
Okay. Bird up.
Phil, light it up.
Light it up, Donahue. Get us out of here.
All right, here we go. Oh!
I am not a crook.
Oh my God, the whole school has been blown to bits.
Jesus Christ.
We are not a crook.
We're not a crook.
We are not a crook.
We're escaping for
I
no
never
reason.
had
Guys.
sex with that man.
If you look at these binoculars, everybody's kind of looking up here confused. I think we're
Read my lips. No new taxes.
The rent is too damn high.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Guys,
We're up in the air.
I gotta
Pretty
be honest.
high up.
I gotta be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
That was the most exhilarating 7 minutes of my entire life.
That was
And
7 minutes in heaven.
That was 7 minutes of insanity, and my heart is pounding, and I feel like
That was the type of 7 minutes in heaven where
I
I
don't
don't
think-
get laughed at by a woman.
It's a nice change.
yeah.
That was such
So
a...
listen, I think we're gonna have to stay. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do next.
Well, I think I know what we're gonna have to stay. We're gonna have to stay best friends.
Yeah.
Because you got us out of there.
No.
I think the best thing to do when you lose somebody is immediately try to replace them with somebody
Glom
else.
on.
You guys mean-
glom on to something.
Are you guys
something else for
inviting me?
security.
Are you guys inviting me to be a part of this
Daryl,
podcast?
we love your family.
We love your family. We think we love you.
Well, guys, can I say it? Can I say it since we're signing off? Can I say it, please?
And feel free to join in, Phil, Billy, OJ, AC, Joey Buttafuoco,
All
right, ready?
Are you ready?
and the Olsen twins.
Holy shit.
Cut it out.
All right,
say
as
it?
Donahue sails us off into the sunrise.
Here we go. Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Jesus Christ.
Daryl.
Daryl, no.
Daryl,
What did you think?
how did you think that was it? You said you listened to the podcast all
Did
the
you
time.
think we were SNL this whole time?
You guys, it felt like it was. I'm sorry. I always turn it off before you guys say it. I kind of take the last. I take the last moment, and
Did you think this was an audition for Lauren?
You're just like Howard.
I'm
You're
sorry,
just like
guys.
Howard.
No, I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Look, it won't happen again.
Open
Stay-
the door.
No,
Kick him out.
please.
Get out of here.
door.
Please don't.
Get out. Jesus Christ. I thought he was going to be a new character on the show. We killed his ass.
We killed him.
Donahue, keep driving. Keep driving, Donahue.
Yeah, quit floating in one spot. Keep driving forward.
Keep going.
We killed
Jesus
another man.
Christ. He landed on some sort of... We killed a second character.
I'll say this, looking down, he's dead for sure and not
he's
coming
dead.
back.
He's dead for sure. Oh my God, he landed right on Howard's grave.
2 for 1.
He
We already
smashed
paid
into
for
Howard's
it.
grave. Cover it up, grave digger. Cover it up.
Throw dirt on there, Gravedigger. You got it.
Good.
Good.
Good. Keep driving, Donahue.
Keep driving down here.
And as always, stay flippy.
Glass is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the teacher's lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.